Hey guys, Josh here. Gonna do a quick guide on how you speed level to level 50 on Alliance side in the Season of Discovery Phase 3. Now, let's start. Well, Prequests. As per the last phase, Prequesting is very important to get that initial EXP boost at the start. Being able to get into SM early was very, very critical for the last race in particular, where Phase 2 was won by the people who got into SM the quickest via getting to level 30 and level 31. However, if you are questing, the downside is, of course, is that you don't have those quests to quest level 50. But it really doesn't matter since you'll be going to Norwegian, you'll be going to Alderman, and then basically you'll be spamming ZF the entire way. Prequest is no longer about having just the 20 quests in your quest log. It is also about utilizing dungeon quests, insta-handing quests, and other areas on the map in particular, such as the Mage with donations, Badlands quests in particular, and just having parts of the chain where you can just instantly hand it in or instantly hand it into an area that you're going to. Alenya and her Discord have got all these quests all together in a nice little bow, and a nice little spreadsheet as well, which will be in the description in the comments. Where do we pick up these quests as Alliance? For the quest log quests, the 20 out of 20 as you call it, Tuga's quest. Make sure you do Doling Justice before Tuga's quest, because you cannot have two timer quests in your quest log at the same time, since Tuga is a timing quest, and release all the animals, which is in Feralis, which you need to get for Doling Justice, is also a timer quest. So make sure you do Doling Justice before. Stoli Shipment, make sure it's the Tenaris part, do not complete it, just keep it in your inventory. The Scrimshank Redemption, which is a chain from the Gatterson water source. 1-2 Caliph Scorpid Sting. Freed from Hive, which is a quest chain from the Lost Career in Feralis at Feathermoon. Doling Justice, which is a quest chain, which is Freedom for all the animals, which is in Feralis. Predator Loon, Mason Neko Lash, which is also a chain from Monogram Sash from the Giant in the Goblin statue. Stranglethorn Fever, Cracking Warrior's Foot, which is also a chain from Voodoo Jews and Scaring Shaky. Big Game Hunter, which is a chain from doing all of Nesigori's quest chains. Bring to Light, which is an RFD dungeon quest. Rise Obsidian, which is also a quest chain from Santara Stones, which is an escort quest in Syrian Gorge. Set Them Ablaze, which is also a chain from the dragon in front of Forian Point. Set Them Ablaze is that chain in particular. Summoning the Princess, that is also a chain. You pick that up from the Shards of Israel, just outside Refuge Point. Attack on Tower, which is also a chain from Worth Its Weight in Gold. Make sure you complete that quest, and then all the quests afterwards. Wanted, Mirror's Cow, and Otto and Falcon Crest. They are not chains. Tremors of Earth, that's a chain. You do one quest and you bang, you're at it. And Fire Blaze Enchantments, which is not a chain. Those are the quests you need in your 20 out of 20 quest log. The next part is all the others, where you have the instant handing quests or quests you pick up along the way. Keeping Pace, for example, is a chain from Martek the Exiled. It's from doing all the Shimmering Flat quests. You eventually get this quest to go to Martek the Exiled. You need to do that. A Sign of Hope is also a Badlands chain where you pick up a map in a camp and you hand it in down to the camp below. This is going to be hard, which is all the rock elementals. We have to collect shards of rock elementals. You want to complete all of those. You also want to complete Screech's Spirits as well to get Prophecy of the Masharu. Tear of the Deep, you don't need to get any chains. For Alderman Reagent Run, you need to get Badlands Reagent Run completed. For Godzilla, you need to get the ZF Mallet obtained. That's very easy to do. You can do that in a raid group. Favor for Krasek, you want to get 4 Lesser Bloodstone Ore, which you can either buy on the AH or mine in the northeast of Arafi Highlands. Water Pouch Bounty, just kill 5 Wastewater guys, and you eventually get enough. To be honest, just get 5 pouches. You can buy them on the AH as well. Ship schedules, which you farm from the Pirates' Footlockers at Lost Record Cove at the Snaris Pirates. Pristine Yeti Hide, which you farm at Rage Guard Yetis while on improved quality. So if you got improved quality, you need to be on that quest to get the Pristine Yeti Hide. Felidar Delivery, which is a pickup quest which you can hand in once you do the Free from the Hide chain. It's a parcel in your inventory or in the bag, which you can just keep. Green Hills of Stranglethorn Veil, which basically you can just keep in your inventory. You can keep all the pages, all 15 pages. Do not combine them until you finish, of course, BGH. You also can get the Dalrun Relics, which you can basically dump at any time into Deadwind Pass while you're going to SDV if you wish to. The Horn of the Beast, which is Margols, who's in Syrian Gorge. Just need to kill him for it. Can be done as a raid. But wait, there's more. You also want to get the Grime Encrusted Ring from the Reagan. You also want to get the Shattered Necklace from Alderman. You also want to get the Frost Oil, the Gyrocotum, the Healing Potion, the Lesser Visibility Potion, the Patent Bronze Braces, Buzzard Wings, and Blue Pearls, all for the Badlands quests where you just need to hand them in. And also you need to get 240 Mage Reef Cloth to hand into Stormwind, Ironforge, and Darnassus. You also may want to get these quests for the professions. They show us your work, the Climate Surprise, the Elemental level working, Tribal level working, and Dragon Scale level working. The lists are there. I don't have the Gnome Engineering one because no one really goes Gnome Engineering because Goblin is much better for DPS perspective. Next up, we've got the Hippogriff Egg, which you can get in Feralis, which is along the High Wilderness area. I believe it's just south of the Yetis. You can always grab an egg there. You can also go for Triage by having 225 First Aid. You also need to have all the Noma raid quests available, as you can see there, being Data Rescue, Essential Artifact, Shields, Save Tech Box Brain, The Grand Betrayal, Gyromaniac, Excavations, this one's in Stormwind, No Gain, A Fine Mess, and then the Alderman quest of the Lost Dwarves, which is in Ironforge, the Platinum Discs, which you pick up from killing the last boss in Alderman, Reclaim Treasures, which is outside of Alderman, which you pick up in Ironforge, Power Stones, you pick that up in Badlands. You also want to get up to Zanzil's Mixture and Full Stout, which you need to complete Zanzil Mixture and Back to Booty Bay need to be completed for that. And then also you want to get all the ZF quests, which is Divino Rod, the Scarab Shells, and Troll Temper. Now, this is thanks to a lot of different communities coming on together to getting all these quests combined, so you can get all these quests done very quickly and get up to probably level 44 or 45, maybe even a bit higher. This route is very huge and involves a lot of stops before you just mindlessly dungeon and ZF all day. So in particular, what you want to do is you want to set up your herf at Booty Bay or have summon teams ready at all of these locations. So first of all, you want to go to these areas, make sure you have summoning teams. You can use mage ports for the Stormwind and Ironforge ones, but overall, if you go to summoning teams, this will make the quest hand-ins infinitely quicker. So let's start with the route. The route is you start a Steam Whittle port. If you're doing this without a summoning team, you need to have a half at Booty Bay. Get your sleeping bag buff at least 10 minutes before launch. Have that 3 hours ready to go. You can even just sit in Gadgetson and then get the sleeping bag buff and then go. And just in case you get PvP'd or people try to kill you and whatnot, sometimes it can happen on a PvP server. When the launcher starts, just kill a turtle, see if EXP's on, hand in Tuga's quest, right-click ship schedules, hand that in too, Stolar's shipment, hand that, accept the follow-up, and then pick up the prophecy of Marsharu from the troll there as well. You can also pick up this later as well when you come back for ZF. Hand in the Screamshank Redemption and the follow-ups. You also need to pick up the Rise of the Silphid afterwards. Hand in Caliph Scorpusing and the Water Pouch Bounty, which is an instant hand in. Right to Shimmering Flats, complete Keeping Pace and Rizzle Shamanics, and then right back to Gadgetson and fly to Falinar. Accept the quest in your inventory and hand it in, basically at Falinar. And from Falinar, fly to Feathermoon, hand in Free from the Hive and its follow-up, and then hand in Pressing Yeti Hide. Now at this point, you either fly to Darnassus or get a summon. Most likely, like I say, get a summon. Hand in Dolan Justice, Prayer of Balloon, get the 60 Mage Reval, hand that in, and hand in Rise of the Silphid. Next up, you want to be Herf or be summoned back to Booty Bay. Hand in Facing Necrolash, delivered to McKinley from Tanaris, Favor for Krasek, you got the 4 Aura on you, Stranglethorn Fever, and Cracking Morris Fort. Either fly or ride to an SMRated camp or get a summon. Hand in all of Green Hill's Stranglethorn Veil, make sure you get it out of the bank, and also hand in Big Game Hunter. Summon or fly to Stormwind, hand in Bring the Light and a donation of Mage Weave. Also pick up Gyromanic Excavation as Fraud and Reagan. Fly to Seeming Gorge, hand in Set them Ablaze and Trinkets, which is the follow-up. Keep the Malt, very important for later on. Incredibly important for later on. Fly to Loch Madan, accept Margos's Horn quest, give it to Petal Biddy, and turn it in and pick up the follow-up. And fly along to Roughy Highlands. As you can see here, if you get summons here, it's very, very quick. Saves the flight. Handing Summoning the Princess, Attack on Tower, Wanted, quests, and that's pretty much it. Next up, you want to fly back down to Ironforge, set the half, hand in Proof of D, pick up the follow-up, hand in Rise of Obsidian, hand in the donation for Matrix for both Dwarves and Gnomes. That's all done now. Pick up all the Gnome Raven quests, which is Data Rescue, Essential Artificials, Save Tech Rock Brains, and the Grand Betrayal. Right to Kronos, pick up No Gain for the Gnome Raven quests. Complete Gnome Raven. While you're in here, complete a Fine Mess Escort. Do that after everything's been done, because you can use the portal to go back to the safe room and clear to the escort and then escort the guy out. Make sure you clear a lot of the trash in Gnome Raven, because you're going to need to do that to get this guy out very quickly from the safe zone to the X of the instance. Once you finish the Fine Mess, either ride or port to Ironforge. Hand in all your Gnome Raven quests, including the Return of the Ring and the Ring Redo, because you should have that Graven Crusted Ring in your inventory. Hand in the Shattered Necklace and Lore for a price. Make sure you have the silver bars on you and the Mossa Gate. Accept the Reclaimed Treasures, ride to Kronos, hand in No Gain, and then fly to Loch Madan with your 5-man group. So make sure you have a 5-man group for this in particular, because if you don't, then this route isn't really for you. And you could actually pick up a group as well. Now also finish out last and accept Alderman Reagent Run. Now right into Badlands, hand in Tremors, Fiery Blaze Enchantments, and a Sign of Hope. Right to Loftfield, hand in all the Coolant Head Prevails, Gyro, Liquid Stone, Stone is Better than Cloth. Make sure you have all these items on you. That's very, very important. When you go to Ironforge, you want to get the rest of the items that you need out. Right to Mardak, hand in Pearl Diving, Buzzard Wings, and accept Power Stones for Alderman. Right to the Alderman's front entrance, so that's the north entrance for you guys. Clear all the dwarves, find the Power Stones, clear the Reclaimed Treasures, pick that up, zone into Alderman, complete back to Alderman and find the gems, which is at the front of the instance, and then hand the Lost Dwarves, get the Staff, kill Alenya, get the Secret Chamber done, complete the Amulet of Secrets, complete the Platinum Discs, and also complete the Alderman Reagent Run. Be aware that there's not enough mushrooms in the instance for everybody, so you can skip this quest, okay, if you don't get enough. After it's done, right back into the Badlands, hand in Power Stones, Prospect of Faith, and lastly, if you complete the Alderman Reagent Run, go to Lochmadan and hand it in. So, last but not least, Hearth on Port's Ironforge, hand in Restoring a Necklace, the Platinum Disc, the Hidden Chamber, Reclaimed Treasures, and Prospect of Faith. Finish up the Prospect of Faith follow-ups where you just dance around Ironforge. Next up, you either fly, ride the tram, or get summoned to Stormwind, or even get ported to Stormwind. Hand in the Gyrodrill Excavationers and Mail's Request from Arafi. Lastly, fly to Booty Bay, hand in the Fine Mest, pick up the Zanzil's Mixture full and stout. Take a boat to Ratchet, summon the Shimmering Flats, hand in Zanzil's Mixture and full stout, ride to Gatchison, hand in any profession quest you may have, such as a Climate Surprise, Show Your Work, or anything like that in particular. Now you can also have one member complete Triage, or everyone can complete Triage at Dosbolo Marsh, and then pick up Tiara to Deep for Zolfarak, and then you get yourself summoned to Gatchison afterwards. And last but not least, you go to ZF, spam it to your 50, never ever leave, hand in the dungeon quests for ZF, or pick up the dungeon quests in particular as you get closer to 50, because they are red and won't be green or anything like that until you hit probably level 50. You can also go to Mara and BRD at 46, 47 and BRD at 48, 49. Main reason why I say this is they give a higher level of EXP compared to ZF, but I believe that's not a good idea given the fact that the EXP loss as you travel over there can be a lot higher rather than just spamming ZF over and over again. But that is an option if you do have summoners at Maradon and at BRD. With Mara, you need to do both orange and purple side and you zone out and reset. BRD, you just basically do prison, reset, and you do Houndmaster and prison, and then reset as well. Now for the extra leveling tips. If you guys have a happy leveling, make sure you have multiple sleeping grab bags in your group to ensure that 3% buff stays up for the entire team for the entire time, so you don't waste 3 minutes or an extra 2 minutes trying to get your buffs back up to 3 stacks. When you are in Booty Bay, Gatchison, Ironforge, Stormwind, and Dionysus, make sure you have the quest items in your bags for the next area, for the next parts you're going to hand in, because inventory management is going to be a huge issue because you're going to have probably bags and bags of quest items. Also with instancing as well, remember with Zalfrak and a lot of other instances that you can pull multiple packs, because runes on Classic make the instances easier to do. As you got a lot more AoE runes, got more healing runes, and basically got more damage runes compared to what you did in Classic. Now make sure your groups are focused either on melee cleave or spell cleave to make your instance clearing a lot easier, increasing your XP per level and whatnot. Kind of similar to what you did during SM where you can send a Hunter's Pet in and just mindlessly mage AoE until it's all dead. Anyways guys, last but not least, happy leveling. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and hope you guys have a wonderful day.